For centuries. No, for millennia rather. People like you and I have lived in complete ignorance of the constant abuse and suffering that surrounds us. If we simply stopped and opened our ears, we could be enlightened to the pain that's all around us. You know what I'm talking about. Household objects. Hi, I'm Ethan, and I'm with HOAF, Household Object Abuse Foundation. We tend to think of these things as non-living or inanimate, but have you ever stopped and asked any of them anything? Well, we did, and here's some of the stuff they had to say.
Well, life is pretty boring. I always get used for the dirty work. In addition to that, they never let me in on anything. They always want everything but the kitchen sink. And if that wasn't bad enough, I'm slowly becoming useless, ever since he showed up.
Hey.
Oh, please, I can't be bothered to answer such trivial questions. I live a lavish life here in this rack. I am the most sought-after item in this entire household. Skip to the good questions, would you? Hey, what are you... Hey! Hey!
Well, as a pressure cooker, I have a lot of responsibility. If I don't do my job, then the family could starve. I guess you could say I'm under a lot of pressure. But hey, don't worry about it. I can take the heat. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I'm a pretty expensive item, so I gotta be hand washed unlike the other kitchenware. It's a total steal. 'Cause, I'm made of steel. Okay, you're right. That one was a little half-baked.
No one respects me, no one cares about me, and no one listens to me. It seems like everyone just looks right through me. Half the time, they just cover me up and pretend I'm not even there. The one thing that offers me relief is torturing birds. I don't know what it is. Something about the sensation of watching a living creature be so dumb really makes me feel good about myself. That's the stuff.
I've been here far longer than anyone else. I've seen objects, plants, and even families come and go. They always say if these walls could talk, I wonder what they'd say. Or maybe if you just tried asking, you'd find out, eh? Ever thought of that?
So, yeah, basically I get dressed up super fancy and everyone loves me for about 4 weeks. And then they put me in a closet where I wait for another 11 months. Yeah, I've had a pretty hard life. Like when I was younger, I remember being bullied by the other trees. They always said I was fake. Like, girl, I'm as real as it gets. Well, yes, I am technically artificial, but I don't think that's what they meant.
I mean, it's not that bad. Sure, every time I'm used to write, it's painful beyond belief, but hey, could be worse, I guess. You know, my parents always used to tell me, son, your life may be suffering, but you must carry this burden so that this house's children may become smarter, and someday, because of you, they could change the world. And I always bought that, but have you read some of these kids' English papers? Trust me, they're not changing the world anytime soon. But hey, this pandemic has been a bit of a break for me. I've been used in almost a year now.
I guess you could say life is pretty dull.
I've spent my life being stared at and admired, luxuriously praised for my size and definition, and bragged about at tailgate parties. But all of this is so superficial. None of my functions were up to me. I was built this way. They don't care about anything besides my functionality. And I just want people to like me. For me.
You know, times are tough, and they keep getting tougher. I used to only have to deal with the parents occasionally using me for tea, but now it's much worse. the kids living here are weeaboos, so they always use me to heat up instant ramen. Noodles are supposed to be the other pot's jobs. That's not even the worst part. When I get cleaned, they put me inside of, him.
Hey.
Well, I can't think of anything good to say, really. I just get stepped on for like 5 seconds of pain, then spend a few days recovering before they step on me again. Sometimes I like to close my eyes and imagine I live on the moon, where the people are 83% lighter and less annoying. How nice would it be? Wait, who's that? No, please no! You're still 200 pounds! Trust me! No! Ah!
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really abused or anything like these other objects, but I am definitely the most neglected. I've been out here since '88. I bet they have some new fancy globe out there that they replaced me with. What? What's the big deal? Is it really all that important that I say USSR instead of United States of Russia or whatever they call it now? I'm still useful! What is Google Maps? I've not heard of that.
I may not be put through the most physical pain, but I'm certainly put through the most emotional trauma. What these people don't seem to understand is that they're not so different from the bloody flesh piles they forced me to cut up. I absolutely refused to cut anything that had a face. Animals have feelings too. We are all equally small when viewed from the wide scape of the universe.
I don't want to talk about it.
Every day, I wake up from a dream where I'm surrounded by my friends and family, where I wake up from the sun's warmth embracing me ever so gently, where I sway back and forth and take in the feeling of the wind in my leaves. Then I open my eyes to find that that is no longer my reality. I look around and all I see is a small glimpse of the sun I get every day from the window. All I feel are my insides slowly rotting away. I feel trapped, enslaved. I was taken away from my family and put in this prison, and they're just slowly killing me while calling it love. I want to get away, but I just can't. The memories of what once was real slowly fade into nothingness, and I can't even remember the last time I felt truly happy.
Sounds like you're out of touch with your roots.
That's right. All of these objects are suffering directly because of our actions. We're not trying to make you feel guilty. We're just helping to explain to you why you should feel guilty. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I help end object abuse? Well, that's a great question. For $20, you can buy your very own Hof tote bag. All of the proceeds from your purchase will go directly towards funding our campaign against household object abuse. End object suffering. Donate today.
Please, someone help me! They're keeping us stuffed in boxes! Please!